So it is 5:12. I don't know if we have enough time to do a full TryHackMe box, but we can definitely try to do as much as we can. Or what we can do is we can try to find interesting malware and run it and just see what happens. So let's take a vote in the chat. Let's see, type one, one for TryHackMe, or two for malware. So just put in one if you want to see TryHackMe, or two for random malware. Two, three. Oh, of course. Two, one, two. Oh, one, one, two, two, one, one, two. Or 4-4. We have an even split. I'm never in Discord, says Sam. We have an even split. Okay. Well, I guess we're doing both. Elizabeth, your vote doesn't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Yeah, even split. Okay. Then we will do TryHackMe as fast as we can. How about attacking TryHackMe with malware? Good idea. We can put we can try putting a botnet on the TryHackMe machine. Okay, perfect. That's what we will do. We will go onto a TryHackMe machine and infect it with some real malware. Now, the TryHackMe machines, I don't think have internet access, so it's not going to do anything. Yeah, what could possibly go on? They don't have internet access, and I'm pretty sure they prepared for this, but this is what you want. This is what you shall get. You've asked for this. So let's share screen. Go back to Kali Linux. Okay, yes. Okay, so the first thing that expiration. No, we do not want it to expire. We want it to continue. But we're going to start the machine again. So we didn't touch the machine in so long that it just expired on us, which is no good. And I thought I added an extra hour to it. I don't know why it expired. That's rude. Yes, okay, so we're going to get a shell on this simple CTF thing, and then we will, why does it not start? Oh, add an hour. Okay, so now we're plenty of time. It started. Okay, perfect. So this is the IP address we're attacking, and the first question it asks is how many services are running under port 1000. So let's we're going to run the program called Nmap, which is a network mapping software. It's going to go over ports 1 through 1000 and just see if they're open. If it's SYNAC, okay, it goes SYN. And if the server replies SYNAC, it assumes it's open. Very, very basic. And enter. We're running it on 1000 ports. And we should see at least SSH and maybe something else, assuming this is Linux. One host up. No response. Well, that's not good. Am I connected to the... I am connected. I will reconnect to the VPN. So, live demos, everyone. This is exactly what happens during every live demo. Nothing works. Let's try this again. Zero hopes up. Okay, so something is going on with the VPN. I'll try this one more time.
Peer connection initiated.
Restart pause. Restart pause. Something is happening with the VPN. Well, that's rude.
Failed to negotiate cipher. Add the cipher's name to the request, something like that.
Yeah. Failed to negotiate cipher. Add the server cipher to the data ciphers. Okay.
Oh, they're using an old one that shouldn't be used anymore. That's why. Okay.
Yeah.
They're using a deprecated CBC. Oh, there it is. Yeah, dash dash data ciphers. Just in the command line, maybe.
Yeah.
I guess you can't mix the config file. Well, maybe.
Nope.
Wait,
this should
dash
be
dash
fine.
dash data ciphers. Maybe
And
no,
the thing is, I was connected earlier.
maybe no space before the AES.
I will download my connection profile again. This could be a problem with TryHackMe. I have other solutions that can work. In fact, if you pay for TryHackMe, they'll actually give you a VM on their website.
But that would be cheating.
Yes. And I just, why is it so rude?
Your machine is initializing.
Yep. Access. Says I'm connected, but I'm not connected right now.
Try IPA. See. 10031. Or 10035.
Yeah, that is.
You're not going to get to 1010 that way.
Oh, that's down. Okay.
Ah.
Yeah, nope, still not working. Okay, well, this is exactly what happens whenever you do a live demo. But like I said, we have alternatives. So on the right side of the web browser, we will see a virtual machine startup. And we can just run all the same commands over there. Although I don't know, maybe this machine will have internet access for us to download the malware to run on the TryHackMe machine. Perfect. In the meantime, I will try downloading my profile again. It says I'm connected. Something very weird is going on. It thinks I'm connected when I'm not connected. But I will machines networks. Yeah. Download my. Oh, I'll regenerate it. Here we go. Is it starting? Oh, it's starting. Okay. Perfect. So now we're in a web browser environment that's very similar to before. I don't think the text is quite as big. Let's see what we can't do here. There we go. Profile preferences, and we will go to no, that's not it. Oh, what? Is it? I don't know how to make this bigger.
View, zoom in. Control plus, probably.
Oh, view, yes, zoom in. Control plus plus. There we go. That's about as big as I can make it in this small screen.
It looks pretty good.
Okay, good. So control plus, there we go. So we'll run the same command again. So what were we attacking? We were attacking the IP 10.10.43.88. So in order to do this, usually what I like to do is write the IP somewhere in a file. So I will, I think this machine persists. So I'll just make a directory here for simple CTF. So for people that aren't aware, tmux essentially allows one terminal window to have several sub-windows. It's very handy. I recommend everyone learn to use tmux. It does require a lot of memorization though. But let's see. So the IP address is 10.10.43.88. So we'll just write that into a file. So we'll say nano IP 10.10.43.88. And we want to know what ports are running under ports 1000. So we'll run nmap again. And so we're going to do a scan. We're going to do standard scripts and services, verbose, ports 1 through 1000, output all formats, and TCP, and the IP address of 10.10.43.88. It's going to run nmap, and I found 21, which is SSH, I think,
FTP.
and port 80. Oh no, 21.
FTP.
FTP? Yeah, FTP. That's odd. FTP bounce port, illegal port. Huh. So there's FTP and web. So what it's doing is it's running scripts, identifying what's exactly running. But we already know, we can already answer this question. So there's two open ports, 21 and 80. So we'll put this in here, submit. Whoop, whoop, and it says it's correct. Excellent. So what is running on the higher port? The higher port is port 80, and that is definitely going to be a
Apache.
web. Oh.
It's Apache.
But we know it's a three-letter word.
Oh.
Oh yeah. So FTP server status. No session limit. VSFTP 303. I love seeing VSFTP. But let's see. Yeah, this is Apache. This is just the web. Okay.
Why do you love seeing that, Caitlin? What exciting things can you do when you see that?
Well, VSFTP has a wonderful bug that lets you just log in and run commands. What is running on the higher ports? 80? What is it trying to...
3 letters. www maybe? Huh. Wonder what? That's a bad question. They need a better question than what?
Yeah. What is running on the higher ports?
Robots.txt.
Open. 2 disallowed entries.
It says open EMR. You might just want to navigate to it. It might just be EMR as the answer if it's three letters long.
Yeah.
Open EMR?
What?
No, not EMR.
This is dumb, but did you try just FTP?
No, it's not FTP.
Oh, higher port, or maybe it means lower? No?
No, you probably have to open the web page.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll open the webpage. This is such a silly question.
It is.
So in order to get there, what we'll do is we'll open up a web page and go to that IP, which is 10.10.43.88.
That looks
Apache.
really not helpful.
Open EMR is not found. Let's see, that was in robots.txt. Oh, there's a big long thing. Okay. I don't know what is running on the higher port. However, it is web. Web. We tried all these. HTTP. We tried Apache.
3 letters.
Yeah, I
I
don't
would
know.
just skip it.
I might have to look that one up. This is too hard for me. But we don't see anything on this website, and the robots.txt is not helping, which is a bit rude. So usually when you find a website like this, you don't know what's on there. I highly recommend running something called GoBuster.
What about SSH?
It's not a,
That's not.
it's not
on your
SSH.
system.
It's not? Okay.
That'd be 22.
Oh,
What? What?
what?
SSH is not running at all. What is this crap?
I know, I Googled it.
That's wrong.
That's wrong. Yeah, it is wrong. It's running.
Even if it was running, it wouldn't be on the higher port.
No.
In their walkthrough, they say it's it's running on port 2222, which is
Is it? Oh, I didn't see it in your
where
Nmap.
you
Oh,
would usually run SSH.
but they told
Yeah,
us to
but
only
the-
look under 1,000.
Yeah. Oh, on the higher port, that's above 1,000.
Oh,
2222 is above that.
that's highly misleading.
Yeah, that's a misleading thing. Okay, thank you, Liz.
Mhm.
So normally when you would run, can I?
Yeah, Derby or something.
So is everybody catching on that stuff just doesn't work here? It doesn't just work. It's a series of trial and error, and people who are new to this game tend to sometimes they get really upset about that and freak out because stuff doesn't work right away. This is what it is. This is you're seeing the process right now, and you've got to just try things. You're gonna fail a bunch of times. You gotta try them. You gotta do research. It's a puzzle, right? So get comfortable with that, and just recognize that it's part of the game, and you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn cool stuff on the side quests that you end up on, just trying to get things to work.
Also, what Caitlin's doing right now is important. We didn't actually do a full port scan. I think she was trying to get faster results, which is generally what you want to do. Full port scans take a while, so she's running a full port scan now.
Right. So obviously the questions were misleading. There was saying how many services are running under port 1,000, assuming that's all they want is to scan. Now normally when you go after a box, you'd want to do a full port scan. For the sake of brevity, I only did 1 through 1,000, but the extra ports should show up during a full port scan. But it does take a while, so it says only 4.3% done. And this is on their virtual machine, on their network. It's just a slog. So let's continue here. I'm going to create a new window. All right. And like I said, we want to look at
The VSFTP called.
what I'm going to do, because this screen is so small, I'm going to use virtual desktops. Okay, here we go. We'll go back there. HTTP 10.43.88. Okay, so we want to find something on this web servers. Web servers generally have good stuff. It's the first place I would always start for looking for bugs. So we will. I went to a new. Where did my old desktop go? It is gone. What the? What is going on here? Okay. We'll go here. Oh, weird. Okay. Never mind. Okay, so anyway, their desktop is weird. Anyway, so there's a program called GoBuster, and it's a Go version of the dirbuster command. And what GoBuster does is it's going to go through and try to find subdirectories on the server. So it's going to brute force them. So we're going to look for directories, and we're going to run help. Even though I've done this a million times before. -H. There we go. So we're going to set a word list, which is going to be let's know this because I've done this so many times. Directory lists, lowercase, medium. Okay. And let's see. We want to set the URL. To 10.10.43.88. And it's going to start throwing stuff out there. So I already found something right away. It found this simple subdirectory. So let's take a look at that. And remember, this is called simple CTF, so hopefully we'll find something here. Oh, there we go. CMS made simple. We have a version number here. Version 2.28. So let's look at the exploit DB. Let's see if there's anything here. Okay, exploit DB. Simple CMS. CMS made simple. Let's see, this is version 2.2.8.
Oh.
2.2.5. Oh, less than 2.2.10. SQL injection. There we go. So we already found one. There are other ways to find CVEs, but we want one with a check mark. Let's see, 2.2.8. No. So one we found here was for SQL injection.
And why do we want one with a check mark, Caitlin?
Those are verified, and we know that they've been tested and they work. A lot of these have not been verified.
The other ones are fine to run too, but you need to be careful when you do it because sometimes exploits published on various websites, this website included, will contain viruses or their own shells that run on your machine. That's the importance of verification here.
Right. We want to make sure it's verified. Oh, and there we go. So this is what they were wanting us to look for. Perfect. So that was very easy. So the CVE is listed right in this file. And let's see, it's less than or equal to 2.29. Perfect. And what we want to do is we're going to copy all this out into our own Python file and just run it. And make sure that we understand what we're running before we run it. So that's the other thing too, is that it's not enough that we just copy and paste. By the time you're done with this class, you will not be a script kiddie. You will in fact know what all this code does, why it's doing what it's doing, and make sure you're not running anything potentially dangerous. So we'll go back to the terminal here. And say nano exploit .py. Paste this in, okay. There we go. And it looks like we just add that. So what it's going to do, so like I said, I'm looking over the code right now because I don't want to run anything I don't know what it's going to do. So it's going to ask us for a URL, a word list, and crack. So I assume it's going to crack. It's going to grab passwords, and we're going to have to crack it. Perfect. And we don't have to do anything else. Perfect. Okay. Nothing looks dangerous. Dump username. Okay. Dump install and password prefix. Perfect. So if we run python 3 exploit.py, so this is something you'll run into a lot. A lot of these exploits are kind of old, and you'll see this. There's a problem here. There's just a print statement, and something's wrong with this print statement. It doesn't have parentheses. That is because Python 2 did not require parentheses for the print function, so we know this is a Python 2 script. So if we run python 2 exploit.py, it needs requests. So, is this running Ubuntu? Yes, at search python 2 requests. So request is a library we're missing. We gotta fix the script to make sure it runs. And any day now. Python request. So, okay. So that makes sense. And it's going to install the dependencies that we need. 538. Like I said, an hour is a very short amount of time to try to hack a machine, especially when you have to debug and figure out what's going wrong. But what we can do is we can go back to our nmath, see how that's going. 8.8% done. Yeah, let's just cancel that. Let's just stay going. 90% done. Reading the database. Okay. Install. You know, they did not give us a very fast virtual machine. So the Python request library is very popular among malware authors. What it allows Python to do is make HTTP and HTTPS requests, which is what we're doing here. We're exploiting a web service. So there we go. Term color. Okay. Another dependency that we're missing. Search Python term color. Because it's very important when you're writing malware scripts that you have fun colors in your terminals. Make sure you type everything correctly. Color. By the way, lolcat is your friend as you get deep into cybersecurity. Is that installed, lolcat? It is installed. So lolcat does this. It's just like the cat command, but it makes everything pretty rainbows.
Oh.
Okay, so let's do try to exploit.py. There we go. So now it runs. So we need to specify a URL target. So we'll do -u, and the URL is over here. Simple. So if we go back over here to our terminal, we'll paste that in. And we'll crack it, and we'll use the, where's this, rock you here?
I hope that everybody's seeing that when Caitlin encounters barriers, she doesn't just give up on the first or second or third try. You know, a lot of the key to success in hacking is persistence. Just keeping at it, trying different approaches until you finally happen to discover the right angle that's going to get you where you want to go.
Where is RockU? Metasploit, right?
You might have to unzip it.
It's not on. The zip isn't even on here.
How
Oh,
rude.
wow.
No respect.
I mean, Dirtbuster had.
Sec lists should have a password word list in it.
Yeah, there's like nothing in there.
Really?
Maybe there's another weird directory. Oh,
Yeah, common credentials. Uh, where's this? Oh, it is in there. Why is it not auto-completing? Anyway, this is why I use my Linux, not their Linux.
you know where everything is, and you have a rainbow terminal.
So it's running. I don't even know what it's doing right now, but it's running. It's probably running a blind SQL attack. So you'll learn about this if you take some of, probably in this class actually. A common SQL attack is you can't necessarily know. Oh, there we found the result. A common attack with SQL is that you can inject database commands, but you can't get direct names out. You have to basically ask it 20 questions and see how long it takes to respond. So you basically say, does it start with an M? If it does, delay the response by 2 seconds. If it doesn't, respond immediately. And you can use that to sort of suss out what is on the server. So it looks like it is doing a blind SQL attack. Saying try admin. There we go. So we got the email. It's going to find the hash. And I really do appreciate the author, whoever made this script, put the ability to crack the password in the script, which is very nice of them. Normally you have to run John or something afterwards.
What's interesting here is that it's because it's a blind attack, it's like a blind injection. We're able to check the password and the hash based off of a SQL query and basically say, if it's like this, then wait a second or something, or return yes or no. So you can pretty much ask it yes or no questions, like Caleb was saying, right? But it's actually faster to get the hash this way than it is to get the username or the email, because the key space for a hash is just hexadecimal characters. There's 16 characters as opposed to the 26. So resolving some of those things are easier.
Okay, and we've cracked the password, so we know that it is admin@admin.com. Username Mitch, password is secret. So normally when I'm working on these projects, we'll see what is this. This was simple CTF. Throw this in a file called creds.
Password found. Cool. Password cracked. Oh, good.
Yeah, password cracked, Sam. So we don't know if the username is Mitch. The password is admin@admin.com, and the password is secret. So if we go back onto the website, we should be able to log in. What kind of
SQL.
vulnerability? That's a SQL injection. Submit. What's the password? That is, we found that. That's secret. Where can you log in with the details discovered? So we can log in. So normally when you find creds, you want to try them everywhere. So we saw that there's like FTP, but we know for sure that the creds were here. So where can the login
3 letters.
with the details? Where can you log in with?
I think they're looking for SSH again.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we can try that.
Technically, you could.
Where's the login? Tell them how this works.
You go back to either GoBuster or just try admin or something.
Yeah.
It's such a hard. Oh, there's a click here to log in. Yeah. In the text.
Where?
Oh.
Not obviously. On there, somewhere down there. Wait, click here to log in. Yeah. Wow.
Mitch, secret, submit. All right, so we we can do stuff here. But you're saying where can you log in with the details? You're saying SSH. Okay, then thanks, Liz, for jumping us ahead. So a lot of times with just this, you can throw up PHP files and stuff on the server.
And get a
However,
shell.
we know from Liz, who jumped ahead a little bit, that if we reuse the creds on the SSH, which we know is port 2222, if we can pull up the console, there we go. We will add a new shell here. We do SSH port 2222 Mitch at, because I can't be bothered to look it up. Yes. Password is secret. Aha, we're in. Okay.
Okay.
So it's 5:48. So we need to finish this up. But
That's the user flag.
what is the user flag? User.txt. Good job. Keep it up. I'm sure we could get root really quickly. But what we wanted to do was run malware on their system. Oops, that's not the
Wait,
right thing.
that didn't work.
That's right. So copy and pasting in the web, fake thing doesn't work. Good job. Keep up.
I think the user flag is actually just the user.txt, the file name.
No, it works.
No, it's good
Oh,
job.
no,
It worked.
it,
Yeah.
oh, it gave it to you. Nice.
Yeah. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to get malware on here. So we will go back to the web browser and go to the malware bazaar. There we go.
This is how to get kicked off TryHackMe.
Yes, yes. Let me do this. I don't need a TryHackMe account. I'm a bit beyond this. Malware bazaar. So let's browse, and we're gonna look for some ELF files. So for people unaware, it on Linux and well, yeah, mostly just Linux. Executable files are called ELF files, not to be confused with Christmas people. Motorcycles. Let's see.
I mean, they shouldn't be that mad. It's not like you're running malware that can escape a VM.
Right. Crosswalk.
Maybe we should do that to see what happens.
You totally should.
Yeah, we totally should. Let's see.
Back in the day, you could submit stuff to VirusTotal, and you could just submit your own little like interpreter shell or something. And it would get run across like 40 different antiviruses, and some of those would have sandboxes. And you could watch the shells come in from VirusTotal, actually exploiting stuff on sandboxes. And then you could poke around the machines they were using to look at the viruses that you were submitting. It's quite a lot of fun. It probably still works, to be honest. I highly recommend it.
So we could run the Mirai botnet on the TryHackMe.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Okay, let's do it. This is Mirai. This one looks fine. Let's download.
Wow, I hope you get a cease and desist.
Me too. Zip password is infected.
They're not
So
kidding.
what we'll do is we'll open this up. We will unzip.
Extract here. Archive manager.
What directory is it? This is root. So like this. And this is trash. Where's the link?
Wastebasket.
Right.
It's right there, halfway
Copy.
down. Wastebasket.
Move to wastebasket.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Sam.
Mhm.
All right. So if we go back here, we're going to create a little subshell below. We're going to move /root 6. Here. Okay. Move 6 to, we're just going to put Mirai.elf. Okay, and we're going to use SCP to copy it to the machine we just got into. Mitch,
Oh.
port 2222. Mitch at
asked you for a password if it was working. I think it's trying to connect to Mirai.elf as a URL.
It should not be. I'm using SCP.
Yeah, okay.
I think Sam is correct. You should do like a colon Mirai.elf.
Mirai.elf colon.
No, you have,
And colon, then like.
no, I think you
dot
have to have.
five.
I think you have to do the Mitch at all that jazz, and then I forget what you have to do. They have to do something to tell it that that's a SCP is annoying. Let me look it up.
So to the folks in here who are doing 124, I'm gonna make you an offer. Sam is doing a pirate class on Saturdays. That's pretty cool. And it's not for college credit. It's just open class you can do if you want. And I recommend it. And if you do that class, which is the machine learning one that he's developing, if you do that class, you complete everything in it, you can use that for up to 400 points towards 124.
Yeah, that's the problem. There's something wrong with your IP. That's a lot of.
IP. I see what's going on.
I got a lot of people in the IP.
Well,
I'm not sure that IP file exists in this folder or something.
yeah, we just copied the IP.
Oh, it's there, huh? Weird. Your syntax is right.
Maybe there's a new line or something.
Oh, that could be it, yeah. I don't know where it's getting IP. That's screwy. And none of that was it. Yeah, that was a good idea. Didn't work, but it was a good idea.
You know, while we're trying to figure this out, I'm going to mention something else it was a question that came in from a student today, and it was about how with our certificates and degrees, the classes that you need that are listed on the certificates and degrees often aren't available. Well, we have a workaround for that. If you find yourself in that situation, there's a form that can be filled out called a course substitution form. And you can work with me and Sam to find courses that will substitute that are available or maybe that you've already taken. So don't look at those course listings as gospel. There's ways to swap out certain courses to meet the requirements.
Maybe.
Am I specifying the port correctly on SCP?
That's what I wonder. Maybe the port specifies the problem.
Yeah, I might just use like an.
Mine is capital P port. How rude.
Oh, so it's lowercase p for...
SCSH. But lower capital. How rude. Okay.
That's very rude.
Mine is
So this
P.
is incredibly representative of like problems that you will run into many years into your career, like stupid stuff like this.
All the time. That one
it's
finally
working
comes.
Okay, so now we have the malware running on... There we go.
These problems happen to everyone. If you're feeling down because you can't do something basic during a course, it's probably something that we still struggle with.
Yeah, and keep in mind I'm doing a live demo here. If I were doing this and I had more time, I would have actually bothered to look at the man page for SCP before running anything.
If I had a week, I still wouldn't have looked at the man page, but anyway. But this is why Caitlin makes a lot of money as a pen tester and I don't.
Yes, the thing that makes the reason I make money is because I do look at the man page. So if we run it, there we go. We're gonna see what happens when we run Mirai malware on their system. All right, ready?
Yeah. Syntax error.
Unexpected. Word unexpected, expecting.
The Mirai. how can an ELF file have a syntax error?
Is it a binary?
That's right, file. It is an
yes, it
executable,
is.
but it's
Oh,
32
for
bit.
ARM.
For ARM.
That makes sense. So it's
And 32.
Okay. So now we just have to get a one that's for actually check that beforehand. Okay, we can do this. Don't worry. We'll get.
You probably need 64 bit too, right?
Yeah. Well.
Try uname minus
yeah.
A.
Okay. So this is typical live demo.
Yeah.
It's not working. So we'll go back. We'll just download this again because we know what to do now.
APK. Right.
L.
And you know what? A lot of people are scared to do live demos because of this, but this is a prime example. Caitlin's giving you a prime example right now why you should just get over that, because you know, a lot of folks have still stayed on the call and are watching this because it's fun, right? So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of things going wrong during a live demo. They always will, and your audience will usually still be into whatever it is you're doing.
Yeah, and it's a lot of fun sometimes watching people debug. So we need to find a good ELF file that's not 32.
Right, 64.
Intel.
But that's 64 ELF. There, I see one down a couple.
64 ELF. Right. All right. Let's see what this is.
It's by ZBet Checkin. Can't go wrong with that. There's a red light blinking. That's a good sign, huh?
There we go.
Looks like a bullet bleeding. It's
Version 8. Okay, we'll go back to here. File ELF 64-bit x64. Perfect. Okay. Is this a 64-bit? No, this is a 386, a 32-bit machine. So that's actually not going to work. You see,
yeah.
well, aren't you glad I double checked? We need a 32-bit Intel. Oh, my goodness.
We'll get the right architecture eventually, don't worry.
Yeah, so we need, let's see, L 32.
I saw it there. There it is, 32 ELF.
Motorola PowerPC
Well, that's rude.
32 EXE.
How old is this crap?
It's brand new. This is the most recent stuff uploaded.
They're running it
32
on
L
Motorola and
Motorola.
PowerPC.
MIPS.
MIPS. What is this nonsense?
Mirai is mostly made for, you know, edge stuff.
Well,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
IoT, yeah.
So what we can do is we can actually just search the database for something. We'll search for ELF and 32. So let's do browse. Database. Tag 32. Tag ELF. Tag Intel. Let's just see what kind of stuff we can grab.
Wrong search
Wrong
term.
search term, search syntax.
There she goes again, reading the instructions.
Tag. How do we do multiple tags? Do we just tag 32 Intel oh. is so fun. It is so hard to find good malware these days.
It is apparently. But I see ARM. Crap. ARM MIPS. Man.
Intel. Oh, here we go. 32. Alf. Intel Mirai. Aha, we got one.
Uh-huh. 7.
I have to get going, but
Okay.
good luck, and good luck to everyone taking this course. You are really lucky to have Sam and Liz. They're amazing instructors, and I hope you guys deploy lots of malware and get lots of shells and win lots of CTFs. So, good luck, everyone.
Thanks, Kaz.
Thanks for coming, Kaz.
Thanks
We
for coming, Kaz.
appreciate you.
Bye.
All right, I think we're ready to run this now.
And now we know the syntax for
Double
SCP.
check. 32-bit Intel 386, perfectly statically linked. Let's move this to Mirai. What did I do?
Maybe your thing. Okay.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. I want to make sure we delete the old version. Yeah. Move on the server. Oh, okay. Let's upload. Secrets on their server. 7.5. Mirai.l. There we go. Now we should be running. Oh, it worked. It connected to the command and control. So perfect. So now this, we did it. So this,
But the command and control is something. Who put that malware in Malware Bazaar, and who's the command and control?
good question. So the command and control, I don't know who that is. Who put it in Malware Bazaar? That would be.
Real criminals or what?
Yeah, this is real malware people have found.
So that's connecting to real criminal CNC then.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah, totally is. Who uploaded this? Intel ZB checking. ZB checking.
They still haven't disabled your VM.
Yeah, yeah, no, they're apparently very okay with this.
This is awesome.
Yeah, and we can probably like view the traffic if we go to netstats.
Yep.
Netstat-cams. Oh, there's a lot of stuff. Oh, it's listening.
It's got a new name.
Doing a whole bunch of listening for stuff.
2525. That's like email. Oh, just process numbers. Okay.
And we have established stuff out. Okay, that's the 2222 is the SSH. I wish we could see this better. Can we?
Control minus. Make font smaller.
Yeah, so all that stuff is the malware that we run, the Mirai botnet.
Yep.
All that jazz. Okay, excellent. So we're running a whole bunch of malware that's actually connecting back to the criminals.
And they might be running keyloggers and God knows what, right?
Yeah, we don't know exactly. It's probably running keyloggers and a whole bunch of other stuff at the moment. You're absolutely right. I don't know, but it is totally infected. And so one of the other things that's a big takeaway is a lot of times this professional malware is not as good as you would expect. This was often shocking to me. Like I expected the professional botnet people to have like malware that's like completely hidden and hides itself. No, you run Mirai botnet and you see that there's all this junk here running, and you look, you run netstat pants, and it's just listening all over the place and connecting back. I mean, it is.
But it's expecting to run on an IoT device like a webcam, so
Right,
nobody
exactly.
would notice any of that.
Exactly. So, but there we go. So it's connected back to the attackers. The attackers now have this TryHackMe machine, which is absolutely perfect. Anyway, it is 6:08, so I don't want to keep you any longer. But you know how to get user on this machine. You know how to upload real malware to it, and I imagine, since this is a beginner machine, yeah, it's. In fact, I bet I can get it really easily. A little bit sudo. So basically, sudo. A lot of these machines have sudo issues, like you have to use a specific program to get root. We'll use vim, and then we will run the command exclamation point in sh. And now I'm root. Okay, who am I? And now we can run Mirai as root.
Oh.
Yeah, that's even better. Oh. There we go. Now we're running as root. This is even better. Anyways, and then let's see the root flag. I'll just get that for you real quickly. Well done, you did it. There you go. And you can do this yourself and get a bunch of extra points in Sam's classes. What can you leverage? That would be him. Is there another user in the home directory? Yep, send back. And then what is the root flag? It is, well done, you made it. There we go.
There you go.
Yeah, we did it. Okay, cool. And we ran Mirai botnet stuff on their system. So. Excellent.
Which should be worth
And
extra
when you do this and you pop a box, just screenshot it. That screen, the confetti screen. Turn it in and get points.
Doesn't it have a score somewhere?
What?
Does it have a score somewhere in there?
It does show for your account that you've done it.
Yeah. Okay.
But I don't.
Scoreboard.
Scoreboard.
Yeah.
Oh, there we. Yeah. It shows
Yeah.
that you did it.
Yeah, it shows 300 points. Yeah, you can just take points off of there probably.
Yeah. In fact, if you want to get really fancy, since they're only taking screenshots, oops, I want to view the source code.
Just go in there and change that 300 to 3,000.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a hacking class. If you're not cheating, you're not trying.
That's right. There you go. There you go.
There you go. Now you have 3,000 points. I win.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Remember, Sam's absolutely right. This is a hacking class. If you hack the system and give yourself an A, you absolutely deserve that A. So that's the way it works. So do find interesting ways to cheat in these classes.
There are all kinds of ways to do it.
Yeah.
Like you could move yourself to the top too. You know. Just,
Probably, yeah.
Yep. Anyway, we'll just let Mirai botnet have its fun. You asked for it. You get. See, I always try to deliver to the
That's
students.
You're always a hit, Caitlin. There's a reason that you keep getting invited back to talk to the students.
Let's see, A courses. Yeah, best class ever. Yeah, we're running. We're running malware on systems that we're not supposed to be running malware on. Yeah.
I didn't see
We-
anything telling us not to. Of course, I didn't read like the terms of service or anything.
I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to use TryHackMe to do any real hacking.
Probably
Um,
not. Yeah.
Running actual malware, I think, counts as real hacking, but
I mean, don't they say that ignorance of the law is the best defense or something like that?
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I think that's what Donald Trump says.
All right. Well, Zoom has decided to crash on me, so I
Okay.
am going to reconnect once.
Okay. I'm going to stop recording. Thank you.